yeah, India is really starting to emerge. I mean, it took a long time. I mean, I remember in the OLX days, like until we got 3G out, it was really hard to get OLX to be effective on mobile devices, and that's an X factor. We don't control when 3G becomes available and when 4G becomes available, but the startup ecosystem is really coming into its own. We now have a robust system here. We have not only angel investors, but you have Series A and Series B investors. You have exits, and so it is one of the few robust ecosystems in the world. We don't invest in many emerging markets. We don't invest. We invest in the U.S. We invest in Western Europe, and then it's Brazil and India, and that's it. Other countries like Russia or Turkey have made geopolitical decisions that are unpalatable and unsavory, and made them uninvestable. And China is not a level playing field. If you're a foreign investor there, you're not treated fairly, and as a result, I don't think it makes sense for us to be operating there. No, India is a market that's growing, that's becoming more robust, where there's an ever-growing middle class, but frankly, there's great opportunities trying to help the poor do better. And we've invested in a number of companies in the last few years. We invested in Freightwalla, and we're continuing to be active. We invested in Zolostays, which is a co-living company, and Zoomcar, I mean, and many others. I mean, Fine, that was sold to recently to Reliance, and so we're active. And frankly, the fact that I helped build OLX, and I was spending so much time in India, and some of my best friends or Indian, that I basically would be in Delhi so often, made a big difference. We get a lot of Indian deal flow as a result of that. You know, it's like asking a parent, which of your children do you like the most? Which of my dogs do I prefer? You know, obviously, it may not feel this way, but I only invest in companies I believe in and I think are going to be amazing. It doesn't always pan out that way, but I really believe in them at the moment of investment. There's that core true conviction, which is why we're pretty unique in the fact that, like, we decide very quickly. Like, often if I'm on a call, 1 hour meeting, boom, okay, we're in. It's easier to give you the ones where we made the most amount of money, which were in absolute dollars, it's probably Alibaba. We invested at like $4 a share in 2011. It was still a pretty late stage company. It was already like a $15 billion company, but people didn't necessarily believe in it. It wasn't publicly traded, and we saw the real potential that in China, penetration of online commerce was still so low, and they were the dominant player. It was going to become a lot bigger, but that's in absolute dollars. In multiples basis, it's completely random, because one of our young analysts who came in at FJ Labs years ago, it's like, oh yeah, I have this amazing team of friends in Turkey. They're doing mobile games. And I'm like, you know, we don't do mobile games. We do marketplaces. It's Turkey. Like, why? But to make him happy, we put in like $50K in this company. And the company was doing like Clash of Clans clones for Android, because that time Supercell and Clash of Clans was only on Android, only on iPhone, and only in the West. And all the games failed. Literally, nothing worked, nothing hit, etc. We were like liquidating the company. And then they built this little casual game for fun, and they released it, like instant global sensation. They're like, wait a minute, why are we building these complex games with stories and actors, etc.? Let's just build casual games. And the company started like crushing it, doing better and better and better, tens of millions in EBITDA a year, and was acquired by Zynga for like $250 million and then figuring out. I think at the end, you know, that $50K is going to become like $8 million. I mean, something crazy. And this is luck. This is not skill. This is like, okay, to make you happy, I'll put $50K. Usually we write $500K checks, by the way, and not $50K checks. And it became a huge success. So it's more a story of luck and serendipity. Now, in terms of favorite, yeah, hard to tell. Definitely, of the companies I built, it was OLX, because OLX was the company I felt I was meant to build. It was like manifest destiny. Like, this is what I'm brought on this world to do. So there, it was very clear. And the companies I invested in, less clear.